Do you still need Tim Tams? Because we still have Tim Tams.
Oh, well, then yeah, is that.
So we've made a critical error in which we got you guys mugs. Tim Tams brand mugs. The problem is they come in 2 packs, and we assumed that there would be 3 people on the panel, and now there are 4.
Thank you.
So we are super sorry.
Don't be sorry. Thank you. I love my Tim Tam mug.
They just handed me a mug, world's okayest mom.
We'll share. We'll take it home. Yeah, we'll take it home and drink coffee out of it.
I never knew about this.
Yep.
Thank you.
Hey, I feel like that was really nice of him to give us mugs.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like I want to give him some.
I think you're right.
Do you think so?
I think you made a good call.
We have some gifts to give out.
Come back, my friend. This is a real Tim Tam mug. This is
From AussieProducts.com.
Oh wow, no shouts out. No, nobody go to that website. Could be porn site. We don't know.
We have a Razer Death Adder mouse for you.
Look at that.
Thank you to our friends from Razer.
Razer always gives us a bunch of gifts to give out and stuff like that. So thank you, Razer.
Thank you,
Thank you
Razer.
for the mug and all that stuff.
And thank you, Tim Tams.
I'm gonna give this to my mom. I think you should.
Wait till Mother's Day, then you don't have to shop it.
Thank you, friends.
Thank you very much.
All right, yes, sir.
Yeah, so since that the new video for D4 came out, can you explain the process of how you were contacted to make that video and then actually making the video? Since I consider that one of the best edited videos you've ever made.
Oh wow, thank you.
Thanks.
He contacted us actually. Right?
Yeah, he emailed, I think he came to PAX, it might have been in Seattle last year, and was like, we should make a video, let's make a video sometime. I was like, oh, yeah, absolutely. And so then a few months later, Swery actually emailed me and said, I want to Skype call you. Okay, yeah, all right. And he Skype called in, it was him and like a couple of his buddies in Japan, and a guy to translate. But it was just him in a room, just speaking Japanese, and this guy going, okay, Swery thinks it would be very funny if you had a girl acting like a cat. Okay? And I'm trying to be professional, just like, yeah, I agree with that. He thinks it would be very funny if you approach a person and feel like you're pushing them. Don't really push them. Just act like it. Okay? And then he's like, well, and Swery will send you, the translator was saying this, Swery will send you a video clip of how he's picturing you will look when you do this. Okay? And sure enough, like an hour later, I had a video in my email, and it was just Swery by himself, just in a room going.
Oh, that's great.
Can we use that footage, man? Maybe like a behind the scenes or something.
Yeah, I think we'll probably put that in the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So
So we did it, which was that video it was fun to film. It was kind of weird. We went on the first day, and I didn't get a lot of reactions, so I'm like, I'm gonna try to get as much trouble as I can the next day. And so the next day, I was like, I'm gonna talk to security, I'm gonna talk to everyone, and just ask the weirdest questions, and then they're all messed up. So it worked out great. I think it turned out like a pretty good video. It's weird. It's a weird video, but it's also a weird game. So I think it fits right in line with what they're going for.
the security guard that's in that video where Sean is asking, where can I find a cat to buy things? Sean kept asking him stuff, and he was just kind of laughing it off, like, yeah, where can you find a cat? I don't know. Like psycho, you know, and then ushered him out. But he was still like totally nice. And then we shut off all our cameras, and it was only when I like closed the camera, the like click of the closure, that he realized we were filming him. I was like with him the whole time. I was like, I didn't even hide, I was just filming him. And then I closed the camera, and he saw that and like tried to wrestle the camera away from me. We didn't get any of that on tape. He kills me.
We did, but Rocco, being a badass, they're wrestling with the camera, and as he's doing that, Rocco flips open the big piece of memory card out and puts it in his pocket while he's still wrestling with it. So the guy could have taken the camera, but we still would have had the footage. That's what he did.
It was sleight of hand. It was sleight of hand. I was so proud of it. No one will ever see. I don't know, here's the footage. Where is it? But he didn't take it. He couldn't. You can't do that. You can't just take someone's stuff. I don't know if you guys know that. He was on the walkie-talkie at a mall going like, all right, I'm taking the camera, don't worry, their cameras are with me, I'm taking it. And you could hear a guy over the walkie-talkie going, yeah, don't do that, please. You just tell them to leave, please don't.
Anyways, thank you.
Well, I got one more thing.
yeah.
On a recent podcast, Derek set out an ultimatum because of a little incident with a baseball bat and a VHS tape.
Yeah.
Well, I got something for you, Rocco.
This is what a nice Rocco, more treats.
We got more gifts.
What could it possibly be?
Tim Tams.
Oh, we got Tim Tams.
That was my copy.
Thank you, but I appreciate that, but no.
You know my copy.
Yeah, that was to replace that. We're gonna give you the Cowboy Bebop complete series. There you go. That's Funimation. Thank you, Funimation.
We're lucky friends in Funimation here.
Friends in Funimation. We have friends everywhere. Making friends where we
Look
go.
at Justin asking the spotlight. Everyone's so happy. That's fine.
Justin from Funimation was here, and he's all over Funimation stuff normally. But if you only know our videos, he introduced the Dragon Ball video that we did. He really does work for Funimation. We didn't
That's real life.
we didn't hire some guy. That's him.
All right, yes, sir. Next question.
All right, so the last podcast, Sean wasn't there, so I was wondering if you guys came to a conclusion on who out of all of you is the most Christ-like.
Yeah, it was me.
I don't think Christ does this when the
That's just for his podcast.
He tried to do it on the cross, but he was nailed down.
The first podcast I've ever seen that I've never saw the podcast, but that's the only podcast I've never seen because I always edit them.
Yeah.
Well, because I have no idea what was said.
What we said was I was the most Christ-like in the group.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's Garrett, honestly. Yeah, I'm gonna cast my vote in for Garrett.
Garrett?
Garrett!
Oh, Garrett, yeah.
Sure. Thank
Yes.
you. I did get some Twitter feedback that I was probably out of everyone the most Christ-like.
I would have voted Rocco, but he did the double
what's it mean?
thumbs, and that was.
No, we weren't there.
Well, you weren't there. That's what I'm saying. Now that you're here, you can.
And you like fornicated and had kids and all that. You can't do that.
Oh, you can't do that.
That's not Christ-like at all.
Yeah, he's married. That's
Not pure. Come on.
All right, thanks, guys.
Hi. Do you guys watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Perfect. Who's hotter?
Wait. You're not gonna spoil anything, are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, good.
Who is hotter between Jon Snow and Prince Oberyn? No. What?
Jon Snow. Thank you.
Hi. I have a question about your Game Awards show video of 2014. There's this rumor that goes around all the time that you guys say you're not going to do it until like 2 days before.
Yeah.
Is this true?
What's your question?
There's a rumor that goes around that you always say you're not going to do it until like.
You just said something that we do and then asked us if it's true.
There's a rumor that goes around that it's never planned. You're always like, oh, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Then 2 days before, you're just like, okay, we'll do it.
No, it's not. No, we're not gonna do it.
Is that a yes?
What?
Is that a yes? No?
No, we're not gonna do it. We got it.
Sorry, I don't have a funny question.
It's okay.
What would you guys say is your biggest obstacle to fame?
Oh, I'm not famous.
Fame.
I think the biggest obstacle is when someone says that we're famous or celebrities.
It's so uncomfortable.
Ooh, it makes me cringe.
I don't really, like, we'll get recognized in public, like kids, like, every now and then, but it's not like it's so frequent that I can't go to Target or something. It's, it's just every now and then. So I don't really feel an obstacle to that.
The only time, honestly, the only time, in terms of like getting recognized, it's not like it happens all the time. It happens at stuff like, PAX or Comic-Con or whatever. Happens a lot at Disneyland too.
Yeah.
But the only time that it ever bothers me in any way is there's like a moment where you're like really struggling with something, or like, or you're at an airport and like things are going wrong and you have to figure it out, like the flight was canceled, what are we gonna do? And then someone wants to talk. It's like, shit, well, I don't want to be mean to you and step away, but oh man, I don't know if I can do this right now. That's when it's tough for me, because I never want to tell someone like, yeah, go, not right now. That sucks.
Yeah, but it's always happy to talk to anyone, so. I don't know. I feel like I never want to be like really famous. Like I see what that's like. That looks like a nightmare. So I think like what I have now is like I'm famous for a weekend at PAX, if you call it famous, and then I go back home and I'm nobody again. That's perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
So that's me. Anyways, thank you.
Thanks.
So, along with myself and my two friends, Jamie and Nathan, we'd like to know if you guys would enjoy signing my copy of Zolar, the Extreme Sports movie. Anyone?
Yeah.
The little blue aliens.
Yeah.
The skateboarding aliens.
Yeah.
Would you guys sign it?
Last year at GDC?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah. Did you guys sign it?
Dude, we watched some movies at GDC this year. For those of you who don't know, when we are at GDC, we go to a record store in San Francisco called Rasputin, and they have a section of DVDs that are 95 cents to $1.50. No, 50 cents to 95 cents. They changed it now, it's even cheaper. And we get like 20 of the shittiest movies possible and just watch them while we're editing. That was one of them. This year was like mind-blowingly bad. It was so bad. Like we wasted 50 cents. Like 50 cents was like, we overpaid by a lot. But yeah, we'll sign that, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was one from last year. What is it called? Zolar?
Yeah.
And I don't remember anything else from this movie. We've talked about this on the podcast, but there's only one scene I remember from it where this evil guy is on a jet ski or whatever. He's going through the snow, and this blue alien jumps on the side of it and just goes, "Hola!" I don't remember the rest of it.
That's your introduction to the character. I guess you have to know who he is before he pops up and says hola.
Yeah.
But we are not shown who he is before.
I guess it was a WB show or something. Really?
Oh man, it was bad.
I know he's multilingual.
You know, though, at that record store this time, Frank, we found Mega64 version 3 at that record store for sale for $3.95. So if you guys are in San Francisco, it's a deal. It's way cheaper than we sell it here. So, anyways, yes.
Hey, ever since you played Lightspeed on your podcast a while ago, you got me and my friends really into Chris Dane Owens. Does he keep emailing you guys like constantly, or did that like stop?
Chris Dane Owens?
Yeah.
Has everyone here seen Chris Dane Owens?
If you haven't, look that up. If you guys want to get truly inspired and love music even more, and I'm not being sarcastic, it sounds like I'm not. Chris Dane Owens is awesome.
It's great because it's a passion project that he followed through in his vision of 100%. And he's just like, I want to shoot magic spells, and then there's like an alligator and a ship.
Yeah.
Hey, all of it's in there.
Yeah.
It's
great.
It's just this medieval tale music video that this guy made, and it's but I get messages from him every now and then. Like he just put out a new video called Lightspeed, and we promoted the hell out of it on our podcast, all kinds of stuff. And so yeah, he emailed us and he sent us a package. I think he's a producer at like Warner Brothers or something like that, and he sent us a package full of like Warner Brothers studio just swag and stuff. Like it was really cool. Just recently though, his dad is actually Gary Owens, the famous voice actor. I mean, you've heard his voice in a bunch of stuff. He was the original Space Ghost. He was Powdered Toast Man, stuff like that. And that was his dad, and he just passed away like a few days ago. Yeah, other than that, he's a successful producer.
And his music videos are that passion project that Eric was talking about. It's a 3-part series, right?
We only have part 1.
I think it will be 3.
Yeah, it's right now. It's 2.
So part 2 trilogy's coming out, but
I can't wait for part 3.
dude, the trilogy ended.
Oh man.
I talked to him on the phone one time, and it was the nicest guy I've ever talked to. And he talked about how much he liked Final Fantasy. I was like, wow, I never would have guessed. given these videos, Anyway,
he cosplays as Hero of Light in all those music videos.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, has there ever been a game that like you've wanted to do a video for, but for whatever reason you couldn't? Either you couldn't think of an idea, or you played it late and it wouldn't be relevant anymore.
what was it? Just a video for ourselves. We did a commercial for some company where we had to show. It was an accessory for a phone, and we were gonna do this. We had this gag where we dropped. Derek was like out in public and would drop his phone and the device. This makes no sense. This is why we had to do it. And the phone would break, but the device wouldn't, and it would show like, well, hey, it's a good device. Even though your phone breaks, it doesn't. It doesn't make any sense. We did it. We went out and did it one time. Derek broke what at the time was the latest Samsung Galaxy. Dropped it, shattered it, and then the accessory was there, and we got no reaction. It was like, well, we can't do that again. And then I remember we just went home like, this is a stupid idea. Why would we do this? It's not even explainable.
Yeah, so
there you go. That footage is somewhere. I think we gotta find that. This footage somewhere. Derek going, wow, that is broken.
Hey guys, were you amazed that you predicted the future when Harrison Ford died yesterday?
Dude, he didn't die.
No, he died. I saw it. It was in the newspaper.
Oh, you scare me. He didn't die, guys.
He died. Dude, he totally died.
But you know what? That made me realize, for those of you who don't know, we put in a video for the newspaper, said Harrison Ford dead. It was like,
And Harrison Ford dead, and it was a video about E3, so the headline said Harrison Ford dead, hours before gaming convention. So if that had happened yesterday, whoa.
But we gave a lot of those papers out as ticket prizes, whatever. And then I realized, like, that's on some people's walls right now, just like Harrison Ford's dead thing. The day he dies, that's really sad. Like, the joke's over at that point, so enjoy that poster while you can.
That's all he had to say. He just wanted to spread false information.
All right, so I have two questions. One, how was the snack I brought earlier? The Cliff Bar?
The what?
Cliff Bar.
Nobody ate it yet.
Nobody
Oh,
ate it.
thanks.
Question two.
We're waiting till maximum hunger.
Now I'm scared to eat it. What'd you do to it?
Yeah. Garrett saw it in the bag, and I didn't want to say anything about who we got it from.
I put it in my pocket to eat for lunch, but what the hell?
I wasn't gonna eat it. You handed it to me, and then I put it in the bag of like, I'm not eating this. Garrett went, "Oh, Cliff Bar," and I said, "Yeah, man."
I'm gonna have someone taste this before
You should taste it yourself.
No.
Taste it yourself.
But the main question I was gonna ask is, have you guys ever gotten like any real serious trouble when you were doing your videos?
Like, have you ever been arrested?
Oh, maybe, yeah, along those lines, I guess.
No.
You get a security guard trying to take your camera every now and then, but other than that, people ask us to leave and we comply.
Thank you.
Enjoy that Cliff Bar.
Don't eat that.
By the way, I want to say real quick. They always ask, for a title for our panel.
Yeah.
And so I always quickly try to think of something, and for this one I put Mega64 panel to bring us the Tim Tams at or whatever.
Yeah.
Just because I thought everyone had been mailing us Tim Tams.
Right.
Thank you.
And they're great. So I just thought, oh, it'll be funny, whatever. And there were so many. It's so funny. People who don't know our show or anything responding to that on Twitter and being like, shit. Well, I guess if you got internet fame, just exploit it. Free cookies. I'll think twice next time, because there were a lot of people who didn't know what this was and were like, wow, these greedy assholes.
It's not like
They buy their own.
No, this is an experiment.
Hey, if you want to say Tams, thank you so much. I'm like diabetic now, I think.
But it was a good experiment. Now we brought it, so I think next time they can bring us free money.
Mega64 panel in which to raise $50,000 for charity, but not really panel.
Let's do that.
I think next
Cool.
one.
All right.
It's kind of like a Kickstarter.
We were finally eating it. This is gonna be great.
Hi there. Last time I saw you guys in person was actually in Toronto in Fan Expo, which I know you guys haven't done in a long time since PAX started, but I was wondering, are you guys ever going to go back to Toronto for any events?
I would. I like Toronto a lot.
I really like that con. It was more, it was a big convention and it had like monster stuff, sci-fi, movie stuff, and then video games and anime as
That
well.
was Fan Expo, right?
Yeah.
Toronto.
And Toronto was the first time I'd ever visited Canada and it was a blast.
Yeah.
It's, I don't know, we might end up there.
Yeah, it was hard to like get all our stuff
Through
there.
there.
Across
Through
Canada
customs.
and stuff. But yeah, someday I'm probably gonna say.
That's good to hear. Actually, oddly enough, one thing I wanted to say, like Derek never showed up for that thing either, so it's kind of funny that...
You're 0 for 2, buddy.
Yeah, I'm 0 for 2. I come back, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna finally meet Derek, and he's just not here.
Swing and a miss, boss.
Just disappointment. All right, thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
No,
Hi. My question's for Rocco. I was at MagFest earlier in the year at the Hot Pepper Gaming panel, and they said that you did a video for them that they couldn't upload because they didn't take the video of it. So what was the game that you reviewed, and how was the experience?
So yeah, I drove up to the YouTube space in LA to do Hot Pepper Gaming. I'm sure a lot of you guys have seen Hot Pepper Gaming. It's a pretty big channel. Yeah, I was going to review the game Dragon's Crown. PlayStation 3, Vita, whatever, Dragon's Crown. And I got there and they were like, okay, we got, here's a lineup of peppers that we got from like some guy off the side of the road, like in the desert or something like that. It was like, sounds safe, all right. And they had like, here's the habanero, which is really hot, but then here's all the 8 that are above it. It was like, oh my God. I went kind of in the middle of that. I didn't want the hottest one, you know, whatever, but right in the middle range. It was still gonna be extremely hot. And it was the Congo Trinidad pepper. It looked like a berry. Oh. And they were like, yeah, when you eat that, it pops. It just,
that sounds like the name of a venomous snake.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'll go with that. Which was really funny because they also had a pepper there that was way hotter than that. Like it was really gonna almost kill you hot, called the chocolate habanero. And it was really funny because everyone that came in after me did not do their research and just kept picking it because, ooh, chocolate, oh, the chocolate habanero, that sounds tasty. It's like, you're gonna die. That's gonna hurt you. But anyway, so I went with the Congo Trinidad and I was like, all right, yeah, let's get ready to go. And they had, at the YouTube space, you can have YouTube's like crew, like help you, or like people who work there, help you film a video. And I guess that's what they did. And so I sat down to do it and they had like milk right off camera in case I needed to chug it. So I sat down and, all right, ready? Here we go. Hit record, and I ate it, and it was like a burst of air that just infected me. It was just like fire ignited, and it was so hot. And so I'm like, yeah, Dragon's Crown, and I couldn't stop. You realize stuff about yourself you didn't know before when you eat something that hot. I could not stop like punching the air. So I'm like, yeah, Dragon's Crown, yeah. I like it on the Vita because of the touch screen. And I'm doing that, and then in the middle of it, a guy's going, and I'm like, should I not be punching? What? And they're like, yeah, oh man, battery's dead, and oh, the memory card's full. We're looking at that now? And I'm like, okay, yeah, we'll just, can we do another take? And I ran into the other room, and actually, water helps me more than milk. I guess that's not a common thing, but I mean, they have Oreos there too, so I'm like, and then yeah, I think the staff there just, they like didn't have their shit together. I don't think that's all it was. I don't think it was, I could be wrong, I don't think it was the hot pepper.
It definitely wasn't.
It was just some people who were helping them that just were not prepared. And so I'm sitting there, it's like I drove 2 hours to basically eat shit. And I'm sitting there in the waiting room just, so what do you guys want to do? Should we, and they had it all, and they were like, well, we could try another one. Do you want to eat another one of those? And I have the worst pain in my stomach. It's like just sharp pain, like a knife in my stomach. And I'm like, I don't know if I should eat another one. And I was like, can we just hit record now and I'll keep talking? And they were like, no, we want to keep it genuine. And it was like, all right, I'm going home, bye. And that was it. That was the end of it. I just couldn't, I was farting fire for a week.
Would you do it again?
I would like to. Whoever didn't record last time, don't invite them, but everybody else, yeah. No, I would, yeah, they were great. I would like to do that again. It was fun. And I'm sure they haven't had that problem since. But man, I got so mad because after that happened, there was some like cosplayer in the room. After I had gone through all that, they had it all working. And they were like, glad you went first. And then went on to do it, and I was like, asshole.
They said that you're They said that you're the only person they've ever had that problem with.
Yeah, of course. I know. Anytime we collaborate with someone, something illegal happens. I don't know what it is. Except when we did Game Grumps and we played board games and stuff. That was fun. Did anything horrible happen? No, that was great.
No, I had a good time. It was good for me.
Would anyone else do the hot pepper gaming? Maybe?
Would you do that?
Yeah, I would do it, but I can't have milk.
Yeah, that's the best part.
I really did. I had water.
Alcohol.
You can just chew lactate tablets. No, I'll probably do it.
Cool.
I would do it.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
Cool, thanks.
All right. Well, my question was asked, so I have a backup question that my girlfriend wanted to ask you.
Okay.
If you had an OC Sonic character, what would they look like and what would their name be?
You should have seen that question be asked from here.
You should.
It was about 80 heads doing this at the same time. So I just want you to know that
If you ever want to see a room deflate,
it was a crowd that was, they were hooked. And then there's this Sonic OC character, and everyone went.
But to be fair, in my camera roll right now, I have an image of Stripe the Hedgehog. He has bat wings and he wears all black. So
there you go.
I don't know what the question was. I want to have sex with Tails.
So thank you to your girlfriend for that great question.
Thanks, boys.
My question's for Garrett.
hey, what's up?
Hey, I currently have 2 tattoos. One on my right forearm and one up here.
Good spots.
My question for you is, I plan on getting another one soon on this arm in the same general area. What do you think it should be?
What do I think your tattoo should be?
I think it should be Stripe the Hedgehog who has bat wings.
My honest advice would be think about it for 2 years and then get it.
Alright.
If you still want it after 2 years, go for it.
Okay. Yep. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. Man, Garrett is like
Trusted you. Yeah.
I don't trust you that much.
I'm trying to benefit humanity.
All right, I got a question for Rocco.
God damn it.
I'm sorry. You brought this up in a few podcasts ago. Are you actually worried of running into the Boston man again on your booth? That kid,
the man from Boston?
Yeah, that mistaken you for Rooster Teeth.
Oh, I hope I see him. I love that guy.
At this point, that kid is an adult. He's at least 14. He's gotta be scared. So I imagine he's mature.
I did tell Gavin he didn't earn the achievement in my videos, and he owes me one, really.
You know what? I think he is in the union working for Freeman now. I saw him out back jumping on a cigar.
You know what's gonna be? Here's the thing. I like the idea of seeing him, but I know for a fact Bernie Burns isn't here again. And now
he's right here, Gary.
Oh,
he's right here. So thank you.
Thank you. Oh, and a quick question for Garrett. Any plans on the Poorly Played stream this month? Any games you wanted to do?
You know what? I'm gonna have Eric in to do, what was it?
I'm almost 30 years old and I bought Dragon Ball Xenoverse. You can see my character's name is he wears sunglasses like the announcer from like the arena fights.
The Tenkaichi Budokai.
Yes, exactly. So he wears that and then he has no shirt and he has Yamcha pants and his name is Handsome Randy. So
next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Pacific.
Awesome. Thanks for the panel, guys.
Thank you. Oh yeah, you
got the secret word here was Dragon Ball Z. You got him to say it. So we're gonna give you Dragon Ball Z
season 8.
Folks, we're gonna have people posing with Dragon Ball Z season 8 all week long. So check that out. Best. Watching Vegeta. Hello.
Hi, have you seen Hot Tub Time Machine 2?
No.
Good. Don't. Also...
It's kind of like the Still Waiting.
Yeah, it's worse than that. It's worse than that movie, actually.
No, it's probably not.
No, I've seen Still Waiting. It is worse than that. It is worse than that. Oh, no, I haven't. Oh, man. No, I want to. But, what's the worst injury anyone sustained in making one of your videos?
We filmed a video forever ago. Before this was a trend, we filmed a video of us buying an Xbox 360 and destroying it. That's a common thing now, but it wasn't originally.
That was a launch night for the 360.
Yeah, actually, it was launch night, but Walmart, for some reason, you got it earlier.
They broke Street Day?
They broke Street Day.
Walmart opened at midnight.
That's right.
Best Buy wasn't going to open until the next morning.
So we went to the line of the people who hadn't gotten it yet, and we destroyed it in front of them. And my brother went like this to throw it down after we already smashed it a couple times, and he sliced his hand with one of like the metal pieces inside or whatever. So we had to go to the emergency room and get stitched up in his hand. That was the worst injury we ever had, was my dumb brother.
Yeah, there wasn't anything worse than that. I mean, the closest thing was we did Hotline Miami and threw that bat
Oh, that
again.
sucks.
Snapped his finger back.
Oh.
But it was okay. It's okay.
It's rocking. You got hurt doing the, was it a Ninja Turtle skit? Rocco's not very eloquent razor scooter.
I'd never been on a scooter before, and I was dressed in like green sweats and just going, I rode 2 feet and then fell on my ass and it hurt my asshole in half.
You think you might revisit that one? Try it again, round 2. Ride a scooter?
Oh, he'll never do that again.
Okay.
But you know, we have a David favorite question. We have a razor agenda for you as well. So come on up. I'm sure I'll take a picture of you. Congratulations. We have 5 minutes, and we're gonna do these last couple questions, and that'll probably be it.
All right, go.
All right, so if this doesn't make any sense, just tell me to sit down. But in version 2, when Trigger Series hacks in and the flashing screen comes up, there's like a reference to twofers. And apparently it's a joke that Garrett told that he never explained. So could you explain that joke?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Did that come from me?
I think so.
Yeah. A twofer.
This is gonna get explicit.
If you have kids in the audience, put your hands on.
Now, underage kids, listen up.
A twofer is a hand job where someone takes 2 penises and rubs the heads together.
Is there another panel that's like this one?
I don't think so. Mr. T's really dropping the ball.
I think he had just told us that when we were laughing. That was called twofers, and he had said that to us just as we were putting it into. Yeah, we were editing the Trigger Serious part, and we just wrote that into it.
I use medical terms, guys.
Yeah, medical.
I think that's what it was.
Hand job.
For that, your question, what we're gonna get for you two, we have a pair of razor brackets. These are
Questions out of twos. And you gotta take it
Okay, hello.
I don't really know what a Tim Tam is, so my question is, may I try one?
Just you, yeah. Here you go. Yeah, this is yours. Show the difference. Oh wait, I have to take one. Okay.
You can pass the rest down.
Sure, yeah.
It's on you now.
There you go.
Alright. So, you guys have had some pretty cool people in your videos, like Reggie. I think you had Hideo Kojima on one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, my question is, who would you really like to have featured or collaborate with?
You know, we
Like in the video, like just in the video.
In the video, yeah.
we've had a lot of people. Like I feel like every time it's like we've had Miyamoto, we've had Sakaguchi now, we had Ken Kutaragi. It's like
honestly, someone that we haven't gotten in a video, but I feel like we have a good rapport with is Troy Baker. I would really like him. I would really like him in a video. I think he's like genuinely a super cool and a really funny guy.
We've hung with Troy Baker at a couple cons, and he was really cool. But he travels all the time, so it's hard to film.
I like doing conventions with Troy Baker because girls go to me thinking that I'm Troy Baker for some reason. So I sign things as him. It's awesome.
There's also, we wrote a video a while back. It was already written and done, and we were about to record it. But I really want to do a video with Hideki Kamiya from Platinum. If you've looked at his Twitter, you know why. It's all fuck off. Why don't you eat shit? Why don't you? I mean, it is just full parody. And,
Blocked.
Yeah, blocked. Yeah, but we were moments away from shooting a video with him, but they changed the time on when he could film it or something. And I think there was like a wedding or something. There was something that it was like we could not get out of, no matter how we tried. That was like, yeah, we just can't do it. And it killed me because I really wanted to do that. But maybe someday that'd be really cool.
We've hit that like all-star list of game developers. The only real, aside from Kamiya, Shinji Mikami is up on that list for me, the creator of Resident Evil series.
I want Tommy Tallarico.
We've done that, right? We've done it.
Bring him back. More Tommy Tallarico.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, really
Thank you.
So you're sure Jon Snow is sexier than Prince Oberon?
Am I sure?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, no. To go away here, you get a Dragon Ball Z puzzle.
Now go.
We did it.
We did it.
The whole panel. We did the whole panel.
We did the whole panel. Hey, thank you all so much for coming. We had an awesome time.
I was trying to find an ending, but I couldn't find one.